When Amanda Wolf decided to join the military, the U.S. Coast Guard was the perfect fit.
Training to save lives is what appealed to me.
She left after serving 6 years and, like many veterans, kept her VA medical coverage. 3 years ago, she ended up in the emergency room. She needed immediate surgery to remove her appendix, but was stunned 6 months later when she was hit with a $2,500 hospital bill after the VA denied her claim.
It's one of those things where you thought that they would be there, and they're not.
A new report by the VA Inspector General found during just one 6-month period, more than 17,000 veterans were slapped with over $50 million in medical bills the government should have covered. The investigation spurred in part by reports from our Minneapolis affiliate, CARE. The IG finding inside the VA there was, quote, systemic pressure to favor speed over accuracy in reviewing medical claims. They go for emergency care because they don't have time to get to a VA facility.
That's the situation.
And
exactly.
the VA is supposed to cover that, correct?
Exactly. The veteran may go into bankruptcy or have their credit rating irreparably hurt and affect them for the rest of their lives.
Amanda Wolf is suing the VA to be reimbursed, hoping it doesn't happen to any other American who served their country.
Do I hope that it'll make a difference? I do. Am I confident that it will? Not very confident. I'm hopeful, though.
Tonight, the VA tells NBC News they're reviewing the claims in the IG report for possible payment to veterans.
Hey, NBC News fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.